We are we're live on YouTube also. Hello, hello. Um, we are. We, did you type those all in? So
No,
okay,
didn't have time.
it's all good. So we are debuting a graduation line today that was designed by Samantha. Um, no other companies have come out with graduation for this year, and we've had some requests, and so she has worked her little tushy off and made us some papers. I mean, she did design some of these a little while ago, and then we didn't print them, and but we have now have them in stock. So yay raw! So if you have anyone graduating this year and you are looking for graduation items, we have this one for scrapbooking for maybe past graduations. We have you covered this. So we have this cut apart sheet here. Does some slim lines, or you could make it, you could cut it into two cards if you wanted to, or, and then the back side, it's got one of her favorite plaids. And then we have a border stripes. The back side has got a kind of a gray diamond. Pretty cool. Then we have the caps and diplomas and this very fun design. And then we have this one that has a lot of fun if you want to read it. It says, "We're cheering for you louder than your family with homemade signs and cowbells in the," and it kind of stops. Today isn't just about walking across the stage, it's about launching into your next big adventure. You did the thing. We're cheering for you louder than your. The same thing as over again. You passed it. You passed the test. Turned in the papers. Survived the chaos, and maybe even something else. So
I think that was the laundry one. Maybe even learned how to do your own laundry.
that could be. So it kind of like goes around and repeats. Sam didn't have her mic on, but it could say that it's learned how to do your own laundry along the way. So it's kind of, I got some fun little messages on there that you could highlight. Then we have a fun stripe. We have balloons, and on the back side we have like a composition notebook paper. And then this one is books. And they did make an error in printing. It's supposed to be polka dots on the back, but it is more of the composition book. So it's all right. It's all good. So
if we get it reprinted, she'll have it fixed.
Yeah, if we need to have them reprinted next time, then they'll fix it for us. But I don't think it was worth wasting that paper.
When it's just the B-side.
When it is just the B-side. So today we are going to, Natalie quickly found me a little project that we could do with this. And so we're going to make this cute little gift card holder. Perfect to add your little sentiment or message there. And then holds the gift card in that little pocket. So we are going to walk through the steps on how to make this today. Really pretty simple. This is a panel that is, I'll just put these directions up here, these dimensions up here real quick. Sam is putting them in the comments, I believe.
Already done.
Already done. So your cardstock base is 5.5 by 4.25, and then we did a layer that was the pattern paper, and that is 5.25 by 4. And then our folded cardstock is 9.75 by 4.5, and it's scored at 3.25 and 6.5. Oh, look at you! Look at you putting those up there. And then pattern paper, I guess I already told you that one. Pattern paper on the inside is 4.25 by 2, which I believe is our pocket. And then we have a white base, which is 4.25 by 3. And then we used one of the cut apart cards and layered that. So you will want to probably adjust that a little bit depending on the size that you choose to use for your cut apart card. And then we did, this is a die in our AccuCut Center, so we do have that graduation cap, though I do believe there is some graduation dies and stamps that are out with the collection. So we do have a full display for you, so you can make your own graduation cards. So there's that. And so let's assemble one. So we have our card base, 5.5 by 4.25. And then we have our pattern paper, which is for 5.25 by 4. And I'm using glue today. Have not used the 3-in-1 in quite a while, but we were at the show.
An urge to use it again.
And we've had a sudden urge to use it again. And
we used to use it exclusively for
years.
A long time. Until Nuvo came out, right?
Yeah, that is true, until Nuvo came out. It does, 3-in-1 is got a little bit more of a wiggle room for you if you are one of those that likes to glue but needs some more wiggle time.
She didn't watch where she was cutting your panel. So it's the barcode's on the back.
Oh well. And then there is this piece of cardstock that is folded, and it is 9 3/4 by 4.5, and it's scored at 3.25 and 6.5, so nice and easy. And then you want, I didn't bring a bone folder because I would have probably given it a little extra burnish there. But I'm going to go ahead and, you got to watch which way you put this on here because we're going to do it as a front opening fold. So I want to make sure and put my adhesive on this back side here. Thanks. Is my glue back there too?
No.
Okay. And then we're going to place this and center it the best you can. Nothing. It's fine.
It smells good.
It does smell. So I'm just going to give it a good little burnish on those score lines, and it also will then burnish the glue down for me. So far so good. And then I'm going to do, we did this one in burgundy and gold, so kind of like ASU colors. And then this one is green and gold, which is a high school Samantha graduated from, so from Peoria High School. So we have...
I guess doing Centennial would have made a little more sense.
Hmm?
I guess Centennial probably would have made a little more sense.
Maybe. Centennial colors, if you're doing high school, is red, white, and blue, so that would work also.
That would work for U of A too.
U of A, yep. So I've got my gold, and I'm going to center that then on the front panel here.
That's why I like the graduation lines that don't have a primary color in it, where you can add your own.
Yeah, so you can...
That's what I was kind of going for
when you were designing. She did, in shades of blacks and grays so that you could add any color, school colors to it to make it your own. Make it your own. And then we're going to do this cut apart that says on to the next chapter. Now we did cut this about 1/8 of an inch on each side of the long side to so that it centered just a little bit better on that, and we had more of a border with the gold. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. So that, this is like really quick and easy. And while we're doing it for graduation, think about all the other times you need gift cards, birthdays, Christmas, other holidays, that this would be totally adorable for. And I don't want to push too hard because I don't want the glue to squish out onto my gold, because 3-in-1 does have a chemical in it that will take away the gold color. So there's that. And then let's go ahead, and this is our white here to write our message. And this one is 4.25 by 3. I'm going to go this way because it's Feels like it was cut for that. So there's super quick and easy. Of course, if you were cutting these, you would have to take just a couple more minutes, cut it and scoring. But I don't know, it's pretty simple. We have another one that we'll probably share with you next week that Jordan created. And then this is their pocket, and this one is the 4 1/4 by 2, and then we just took a circle punch and did a little finger notch on there just to make it a little bit easier. And I'm going to just do a light glue on 3 sides. You don't want a ton of glue because you don't want it to squish out so you can't get your gift card in there. And then just line it up. And I guess you could put this in the middle if you wanted to, and then have your message here. You know, it's up to you.
Yeah, also, if you need to write a really long message, you can write it on the back side.
Yeah, you could always add more white if you were making it maybe from a group of people, and
or decorate it more.
And then
so it's like a little book.
So it could be like a little mini book. And my fingernails in this, I can't get this up. And I don't want to pull it up until the glue is dry. So I'm going to just go ahead and close it for a minute. I did, with this one, I think this one we just did as the black. But this one I did cut like a diamond shape and added the green to it. And then I'm going to just pop it up kind of about, I think about right there. So just add a couple of dots behind here, maybe. It's sticking to me and not to the, there we go. And yeah, looks good. On to the next chapter. Now let's see if my glue is dry enough that I can, there it goes. Add my gift card, and voila. Whew. So there we go. How fun is that? I like that it goes over the edge a little bit there too, onto where I can write my message. So there we go. We got a quick gift card holder for you that you could use all year. And
2 ways.
2 ways. Landscape or portrait. And then we have all different papers that you could choose to use also. How fun.
This one is exclusively with us.
Yes, this one is one you can only get from us. Of course, we are willing to ship if you need it shipped. And in the U.S. I don't think Lori wants to order it for Canada. So
cost a little much.
That might be a little much in shipping. So Sam did have the basic pattern directions here so that you can then
I put it in the comments also.
in the comments so that you can make some more of these. So thank you all for hanging out with us for this brief time today. We appreciate you, and we'll see you on Friday for Fabulous Friday. And I believe we have some fabulous things to share with you this week. Thank you.